Welcome to a virtual tour of the Redwood Falls factory of Daktronics. This factory's primary purpose is to produce Galaxy displays for the commercial market. Typical customers of our product would be small business owners, retail and pharmacy chains, and school districts. Watch now as we take you through our factory and the steps it takes to produce a Galaxy display. The Galaxy display is constructed of an all-aluminum shell. A number of pieces of equipment are used to punch, sand, and form the aluminum sheet metal into the correct shape for the customer. Once the pieces are made, an assembly crew rivets them together to construct the shell of the display. Our customers can choose to have their cabinet painted any color. Most of our customers choose basic black as it makes the image on the display look the best. Our factory has a full paint booth and oven to cure the high-end liquid automotive paint. The Redwood Falls factory occupies two buildings. The process that you just watched for making the cabinet is separated from the remainder of the display assembly. This requires our material handlers to move the completed cabinets between buildings many times per day. Once arriving at the main assembly factory, the material handler stages the finished cabinet for the next step in the process. We now begin the final assembly of the Galaxy display. The assemblers take great pride and care as they add labels to the display. It takes many electronic components to make the display work. These components are mounted to the inside of the cabinet to protect and secure them for many years of service. Our displays are designed to work anywhere in the world. In the warm regions of the world and during the summer, the display has cooling features to prevent the electronics from overheating. As the display reaches the end of the assembly line, the last step is to install the modules that show the images and video on the display. These modules are produced in a different part of the factory. Let's take a look. The process of making a module begins with a printed circuit board that is designed by Daktronics, but purchased from another company that specializes in that type of work. This board is used to connect all of the components that make a module. Many of the components are very small, sometimes smaller than the eraser on your pencil. These parts are placed by a robot. The robot is very fast and accurate. Also, because they are so small, we use a camera and computer to check for quality before moving the board to the next step. The heart of the Galaxy display is the LED. LED stands for Light Emitting Diode. The LED is very powerful. It produces light like a light bulb, but doesn't burn out and uses much less energy. The robot machine you see here is placing LEDs onto the printed circuit board. Each board will contain approximately 750 LEDs. Once the LEDs are attached to the board, we need to connect them with solder. It's important that the LEDs stay straight, so tooling has been developed to hold everything together as the entire board is soldered all at once in a wave of solder. Nearly all of the components are placed by a robot. Those that aren't are placed by hand on the back side of the board. Once placed, a robot will take the board and solder each of the components. Once all of the components are attached to the board, we test each LED to make sure they light up. This is done by a computer linked to a video camera. It's important that the module works in all weather conditions. To achieve this, we need to seal up all of the electronics. The operator is attaching the board in its plastic housing. This housing will hold silicone material to weatherize the module and provide a method to attach the module to the cabinet later in the process. One final quality check to make sure everything is in its place. This robot is dispensing a silicone material to seal the board and allow it to work in any weather condition, even underwater. A cover, called a louver, is placed over each module as a way to shade the LEDs and allow the display to be seen even in direct sunlight. Screws are used to hold the module together. One final coat of silicone will seal the back of the module. Completed modules are placed in a rack to be delivered to the other side of the factory. Assemblers take modules from the rack and install them in the cabinet to complete a Galaxy display. To ensure the display is working properly, a series of rigorous tests are performed over 2+ hours. Our displays can run in size from a few feet to over 40 feet long. Once tested, the display is ready to be delivered to the customer. To protect the display, a full crate is built around it. Every day, 25 orders of all shapes and sizes are loaded on trucks and delivered to customers around the world. The finished product is installed in nearly every community in the United States. From schools to businesses, people are getting their message to their audience using Galaxy displays from Daktronics.